Yeah, planning, organization, and then make it a habit, and then the habit should happen naturally after a period of time. So I don't have a big plan, but I write in my diary what I want to do each day. It's interesting because I've realized that when I write something in my diary, it's almost like making it happen. Absolutely, yeah. That's good, but not just that. It's not just the crossing it out. It's the making it real. It's the visualization of, like, if there's a plan for tomorrow or something. It's the visualization of it. It's how you see it. It's what you want to be there. First, you visualize it before it can happen. So, I always thought in the past that a diary was just making notes so that you don't forget things. But now I realize a diary is much more than that. A diary is really a visualization of your future. And it can be a very structured and very useful visualization if people want it to be. Because you can write anything there. Um, it's also what's called accountability. It's also if you don't do something, you can see that you haven't done it. Yeah, well, people organize their days in different ways. I don't know any two people that I've ever met who organize their life in the same way. Everybody does something a little bit differently. Um, Me being me, I like to reorganize my day. Um, and at the moment, me being me, I like to reorganize the diary. I don't follow the times written in the diary because that doesn't work for me. I divide the day into 8 parts, and I have 8 things that I want to do, or eight periods of time in which I want to do things, and I can then fit tasks into those periods of time, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I started doing something a few weeks ago, and it was very revealing to me about my habits, which is I started writing down what I wanted to achieve every hour, like between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, what I want to do between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And I very quickly realized some things. I very quickly realized that there are lots of things that I plan to do that I don't do. I very quickly realized things take a lot longer than I think they're going to take, and that things put at the end of the list almost always never get done. So that was that was really interesting. Um, and I try to put at the beginning of the list the most important thing, which sometimes might be the easiest thing, sometimes might be the most difficult thing, but it's always the most important thing because I know that if I can get that done, then hopefully everything else will be easier after that. It doesn't always work. I had the most important thing to do yesterday, and I I still haven't done it. I just realized just now I still haven't done it. I wrote it. I wrote it down again today as the most important thing to do today, and I started it, but I still haven't finished it. Little things, just to write an email, but I needed to do some research and information, get some information before I could write the email. So yeah, I think it's the principle that activities expand to fit the time that you give them. So that which is not important will never really get done. Or you will do it to stop yourself doing something else. Like I don't know, you'll sharpen your pencils because you don't want to clean the windows or something, right? Exactly. Yeah, you'd rather paint the ceiling than study German. Yeah, just anything but um it's yeah, it's interesting that we have these different challenges that we all have to face and solve in different ways. I've been working on building a website for the last 6 weeks, and I'm still not very far into the process. I mean, I have built web pages before, so that's not a problem. Like I've 7, 8, 9, 10 different web pages before. But this is using a different system, and it's all new, and new things take time to learn. And I just love reading instructions on the internet, which say this will take you maximum of 5 minutes, and this 3 days later, and I'm not joking. This is a real experience that I had. Yeah, 3 days later, I still didn't have what it said would take me 5 minutes. It took me, and I still don't have it yet. It's interesting, the whole process of of doing it. I know more than I did before, which is it's the Thomas Edison philosophy, which is Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. I think he really stole the idea from Tesla, but um, he said that he discovered 1,000 ways not to create a light bulb. It's just like how did you finally create the light bulb? He said, well, first of all, I had to discover 1,000 ways to not create it. So it was just working on different ideas, not knowing what was going to work. One thing that I have learned, which I knew before, but I forgot because we forget things that we know, it's part of life, is that it's always best to just do something. Forget about the theory. The theory will come. Just do whatever it is you need to do. Because I watched a couple of presentations and did a lot of research and read a lot of information and prepared myself, and then I started to build the website, and sort of all the information was useless. It's just like it would just be better just to build it and not have some of the background knowledge and information. That's my conclusion at the moment. There might be one or two little things which maybe are important that maybe I didn't read about, or maybe I did read about, and I'll learn that they're important in the future. I don't know, but definitely the best thing to do is just build. It's like Lego, right? I mean, nobody really sits down when, okay, I'm gonna plan what I'm gonna build with the Lego, right? Nobody sits down and draws a plan. Everybody just gets the pieces of Lego and kind of puts them together and starts to build something, and then maybe what they build turns into something else, and they're not exactly sure what it's going to look like, but they got some kind of idea, and that's really the best way to work. The best way to work is practically just do things and build things. And all the theory in the world doesn't make any sense if you're not doing practical things at the same time.